Okay. Good morning, you guys. I love seeing your faces this early on a Saturday morning. At least it's well, I guess it's later East Coast. So I would love to see in the chat like where you guys are watching from. It's so fun to see like everyone joining this chat where you're from. My name is Jenna Bray, for those of you who don't know me. And I am one of the coaches, a part of the team. You will be meeting a lot more of the coaches. I see some of the coaches on this call. We've got Jennifer as well, who's going to help me with this call this morning. But I am excited to see you guys here. Oh, yep, go Chiefs. I'm from Sandwood, Washington, so just north of Seattle. But I have been hosting these groups for 5 years, and these are seriously what has held me accountable. I joined as a busy mom 5 years ago, looking for community, looking for a place to have a safe place to share my journey and do this with other girls who also, had health and fitness as their goal in their life. And I would go to the gym, and I was always looking for that girlfriend to show up with me. And I feel like that's really what these groups bring, is a place to be doing this beside someone. We just got off of our Saturday morning workout Zoom call where it's totally optional, but you guys can join. There's so much fun. And today was like a white theme. So we were all wearing white, but it seriously feels like you're literally showing up with your girlfriend at the gym. So I want you guys to, today we're going to try to try to keep this to 8:30. I'm going to go over a little bit kind of expectations of the group and like really how to get the most out of it. And then we'll talk about kind of before photos. We'll kind of go over what you need to do to get started for Monday, because I know we have so many faces starting this challenge on Monday who are new. We also have a lot of girls who are continuing from the group before, but we want to make sure no matter where you're at, like I always look at a new month as a new challenge. I look at a new month as a way to like clear my space and say, okay, let's get my calendar back out. Let's get my workout scheduled. Let's get my meal plan ready to go and just really get refocused. There's a few of us doing 75 hard too. So like today is day one, taking those progress photos, getting your meal plan together. Heck, even if you guys want, I know for me personally, like these groups are physically challenging, but I also like to challenge myself in all areas of my life. So you'll probably be seeing a lot of us also doing personal development. I never used to be a reader, but podcast that really changed my life for someone who's busy. But there's a lot of good books too we can recommend to just kind of, learn, mentally challenge yourself. And, there's a lot of, if you're having a hard time sticking to things, like there's books out there on creating habits, routine. We have so many books that we can recommend that if that's something that you guys want to include as part of this challenge. But really this group is going to be about showing up for you. Okay. Yes, like we're going to be doing this together and we're all going to be showing up, but I want you to show up in this group every single day for you, for your journey. Like we as coaches, I love challenging my girls. I love messaging them, making sure that they're showing up every day, but I want you to do this for you, not for me, not for anyone else, not for any other family member, like for you and your health and bettering yourself. And so, and also find, like, as crazy as it sounds, like make sure it's fun. Like your journey, you're going to go through this process and it's going to be hard and it's going to get challenging and there's going to be days where you want to throw in the towel, but when you can fall in love with the process and find a true love for getting up and pushing play on your workout every single day. And I know like community is huge for me. It makes it fun for me, but like find what your fun is when it comes to your workouts and just showing up every single day. And I know too, like making friends in the group. So going in and like commenting on other girls' posts or just encouraging other women in the group is for me like fun. And so I want you guys to like fall in love with this process over this next month, fall in love with showing up for you, and just like show up for you every single day. So what's going to happen in this group is we're going to kick this off Monday. So you guys are probably getting ready over the weekend, which Jennifer's going to go over a little bit more of what you can do to kind of be successful. But I want you guys to look at this group as your accountability check-in, okay? So as virtual coaches, we don't know what you guys are doing. We don't know if you guys are getting your workouts in. We don't know if you guys are eating on plan, and not physically seeing you and being together with you. Like, we want you guys to show up so we know what it is you're doing. Yes, use it for your own accountability, but I want you guys to show up in the group so that you can record what it is you're doing and you can show your coach that you're showing up. Because if you're not showing up in the group, yeah, of course, you'll probably get a message from me saying, hey girl, haven't seen you in the group. Or lately we've been like tagging girls in the group saying, hey, love to see your face. It's just a friendly reminder. Like, at the end of this challenge, I want to make sure I've done everything I can to motivate you, but also at the end of the day, you guys have to show it for you. And there's only so much as coaches we can do. Like, I want to make sure you have the group. I want to make sure I'm cheering you on. I want to make sure I'm checking in with you. You guys, we're going to have Monday check-ins that you guys will check in every single week. So we're going to be tagging you guys to make sure you're showing up in the group. But you guys also have to meet us halfway and show up in the group every day, so we know what it is you're doing. And so that if we see something on your meal plan that we see, like your plate, we want to make sure we can critique it. And again, it's all happy, friendly space. Like, I would rather, as a challenger, for me, when I first jumped in, like, I was hoping my coach would say, hey girl, I see you don't have enough carbs on your plate. Or, hey girl, I think you could add some more veggies. Hey, I don't see protein. What is in there? Like, whenever we critique you guys, like, don't look at it as, oh my gosh, I'm doing it all wrong. Like, I'm nervous to share my plate. Like, I want you guys to share it. Like, learn as you go. This is a learning process. Trust me. When I was first starting the meal plan, I made so many mistakes. And my coach was like, girl, get some more protein on there. You want to build muscle, you want to lose fat, you got to get more protein on there. So we want to give you guys those critiques that you need to know to make sure you're following plan, okay? So share what you're eating. Like, food is the biggest accountability, because being able to see what you're eating every day, and seeing even your meal plan for the week. If you show us your meal plan, which we're all going to be sharing, we're going to be giving you guys recipes. We just want you guys to know, like, what it is you guys can do to help see success. And you guys should think about, like, as a goal, if you are in weight loss mode. I know some of us could be in maintenance mode. Heck, some of us could be, I know I'm more at a place where I'm like toning, building muscle. So, but if you're in a spot of weight loss mode, you should be seeing around 1 to 2 pounds every single week. And if you're not, that's a good gut check of, okay, what am I doing wrong? What can I tweak? Because trust me, there are just a couple tweaks sometimes you can make to really see that success. And it literally takes, like, okay, I need to add more veggies in the morning. I'm not getting enough veggies. Or, sometimes it's adding in food. Sometimes it's not eating enough food. So those are the things that we're really going to help you guys with. So you guys do have to show us, like, what you're eating in the group so that we can help you with that. And if you guys have any questions, I know, Jennifer, I'm not sure if you're seeing the chat. Please put them in the chat below so that we can answer them. We will give like 5 minutes at the end to kind of go over that. So Jennifer, I'm going to pass it to you. If you kind of want to go over what they can be doing this weekend and how, like, some tips around success, because I know we all want to know, like, what's the secret sauce to losing weight?
Hey guys, is my TV too loud? I want to start by asking that. No. Okay. My daughter woke up with a fever this morning, so I have her, she has my phone, my TV. So if it's ever too loud, just let me know. Hey, my name is Jen. For those of you who don't know me, I've been a coach. I've been actively coaching for about a year, and I've been a part of these groups for about 3 years, and they have changed my life. And it is so fulfilling to be able to run these groups with you guys and help you reach the goals that you've set for yourself. So love what I do, and I'm so excited to be kicking this group off with you guys. Jenna kind of went over like what you should be posting. So every single day we want to see your meals, we want to see your workout, and your amount of water that you're drinking, like all of the things, we want to see it in the group. And I will also say, if you need to like batch post, we totally get that, but don't like just work out and post one meal and then bounce for the day. Like keep checking in, post your lunch, post your dinner, because I see that all of the time with people. And just remember that nutrition is where most of your results will come from. Your workout is such a small portion of your day. So we want to see your nutrition because that's how we can best help you. And then What else? Make sure that you're checking in on the weekly check-ins that Jenna mentioned. It's so important to check in on those. Don't think we won't notice, because we will. I literally have a tracker for all of my girls that are in the group, and I click off when you check in. So don't think we won't notice, because we will. And that's how we can best help you. If you're not seeing progress towards the goals that you want, that you've set for yourself, that's how we know and how we can help you tweak things. And then some things that you could or should be doing this weekend to get ready for Monday is print off all of the resources for the workout program that you've chosen. So I know a lot of us are doing 645. So I have my calendar, I have all my dumbbell tracker sheets. So print those off and make sure that you're tracking those things. Cross off each time you do a workout. Track your dumbbells. Like, I've been able to see how much I'm progressing and have been able to challenge myself because I'm tracking that. Otherwise, I won't remember what I used on that specific move like 3 weeks ago. So make sure that you are tracking those things and you have all of the things printed off. I think we also post, are we doing like a 30-day tracker for this group too? Didn't Ashley post one? Yeah. So print that out too. Those are super helpful. It has everything that you should be doing every single day on it. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but I love being able to cross off boxes and say that I completed something. So I find those trackers to be so helpful. And then make sure you have your meals planned out for the week. So I plan mine out for the entire week. I usually do the same thing at breakfast and lunch, like the same two options. And then I do something kind of different for dinners each night. So plan out your meals however is going to work best for you and your lifestyle. Prep what you can. I chop all of my veggies, like my snackable veggies, so that they're ready to go. So I can just grab them out of the fridge instead of like taking a bite of my kids' food if I'm really hungry. Prep what meals you can, especially if you're working out of the house full time. Like, I know for me, whenever I was, that was key, is having all of those things prepped so that I'm not tempted to like grab lunch out. And then plan out your week, like plan out your workouts. I literally every single Sunday sit down and time block all of my days. So I time block, I know exactly when I'm going to be working out. I know exactly what I need to be doing, when I'm going to be eating, what my kids are going to be eating. I feel like planning out those little details is so important, and it keeps me on track. Make sure that you take and please post your before pictures. I know it's so scary to post those, but it will hold you like 200 times more accountable if you commit to posting your progress pictures. I, for like the first 2 years of being in these groups, never posted my progress pictures. And whenever I finally committed to doing it, heck, I even post them on social media now. It held me so much more accountable because I knew that on Sunday I was going to be taking a progress picture, and it helped me just be more mindful of like, do I really want to have a drink tonight, the night before I take my progress picture? Or do I want to eat this because I know it'll make me feel bloated and I have a progress picture coming up? So I promise you, it will hold you so much more accountable. So make sure that you take those and post them. And then the other thing to be successful in this group is just really like embrace it and lean in. I feel like a lot of times I've seen people who start to fall off, and it's just like, okay, here's my meal, here's my workout, like I'm done for the day. But lean in, like Jenna said, make friends in the group, comment on other people's stuff, like share what you're going through, even if it's a struggle. Share your, I hate the word cheat meals, but like balance meals, I guess we'll call them. Like, share all of it. And that is what is so amazing about these groups, is that you have a space to lean in and say like, I'm struggling right now. Do you have, like, people could probably offer tips to help you. We're in a 75 hard group chat with all of the girls who are doing it, and it's been so amazing to see people saying like, I've done this challenge and this is why I failed before, or here's what I struggled with. Like, it will help you get the best results because people can help you get past those struggles. And then show up for the events. Like she said, we have the weekly workouts. Like, show up for those and really lean in and embrace it. I know whenever I feel like I have a community of women who are doing this alongside of me, it allows me to not, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but most of the people in my personal life are not like being mindful of what they're eating. They're not waking up early and working out. Like they don't have that mindset. And so they can't relate. And I have nobody in my personal life who is doing this with me. So having this group has been the only thing that has held me accountable and has actually helped me to see true progress. So those are my main tips for how to be successful with these groups.
Love it, girl. Okay, do you guys have any questions so far? You guys all ready to get started on Monday? I'm excited. Yeah, so what we want you guys to be doing is we have a before photo post in the group already. So go take those progress photos and take lots of them. Something that I like to do is before, my husband is not the best photo taker. When he would take photos of me, it'd be like my head chopped off. So I usually set the timer on my phone, prop it up on my dresser, and turn the camera this way, and take like front, back, side. Like you guys are gonna change so much over this next month. Like when you're following the meal plan, you're doing your workouts, you're moving your body. Even just a week, like it's crazy the success that we see girls have, and just like less bloats. They're drinking more water, so overall, like your energy is going to be so much higher. You're going to be feeling good. I know when I jump into like finally like going all in, I know for sure like everything, not only physically am I feeling better, but my mind's clearer. Like I sleep harder. I wake up clearer, and my mental state is just a lot more clear. So, make sure you guys are taking those progress photos so that we're going to see those changes like every week. As coaches, we want to see those progress photos so that we can see, okay, you might have lost half a pound or 1 pound, but when we put those photos of day 1 versus day 7, or sorry, 1 week versus 2 weeks, like there's probably going to see a lot more changes than you think. I will say every single person who posts a transformation of a side by side of day 1 versus like week 2, it's insane. And like they might have only lost 1 pound, 2 pound, or whatever it is, but the changes that your body in inches you lose like is insane. Or even if your goal is to become more defined or tone up, like gosh, you could see abs versus no abs, so take those, like we can't stress enough those before photos, and make sure that you're setting yourself up for success this weekend. Get your meal plan together. Like Jennifer was just sharing, get your groceries, start meal prepping. The work that you put into this weekend, I just want you guys to know that like meal prepping to me is taking time out of my weekend, as much as it sucks sometimes because I'm busy and I have family and we're enjoying all the things, and maybe you want to lay around and watch Netflix, but like if you could put in an hour or two to prepare, like Jennifer shared, chopping things up or getting things ready, or looking ahead at your week and saying, okay, I'm going to be busy. I have soccers on, my daughter and son have back-to-back days on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to bring a dinner because I want Sam plan. I'd be less tempted to go grab fast food. So I'm going to make sure I have something planned, prepared, so it's easy to go and take for snacks and something that's healthy for dinner those nights. Again, like this isn't always going to be convenient. This isn't going to always be easy. This is going to be challenging. And I want you guys to really, really step outside of your comfort zone in this challenge, to say, oh, well, instead of like looking at it as like, oh, I can't do it tonight. I don't have the time. I didn't prepare. I'm just going to grab fast food. Like challenge yourself. Like you guys can do this. You guys can do hard things. You guys can say, no, I'm going to choose to eat clean versus not. And think about like the next morning, like, are you going to regret, actually eating on plan, or are you going to regret going out and grabbing fast food, so really challenge yourself. And I think that's something that personal development has helped me with, because yes, this challenge is physically hard because you're going to do really good in hard workouts, but this is like mentally challenging, like having the right mindset of, I'm determined to see success of whatever it is your goals are this month. I'm determined to see success no matter what. And I'm not going to let no scheduling conflict. No, I'm not going to let, a busy night get in the way. Like I'm not going to let, and don't get me wrong, like if you have something going on, like pick and choose your battles. Like, trust me, like I have girls' nights too. Girls' nights are okay. Go have, maybe pick a healthier salad for dinner and then have the drink. whatever, like there is such thing as balance. There is such thing as having something off plan. It's not like, oh my gosh, you're going to get kicked out if you don't eat on plan, but choose wisely, be mindful of the things that you are like. And that's the beautiful thing of 2B mindset is you can have that drink, track it, put it on your tracker. You know, we're all for making those decisions. Like, is this, you know, when I go to have a cheat, or again, I hate using the word cheat meal, an off-plan meal or a drink or something, like, is this worth it? If it's a girls' night, yeah, it's probably worth it. So track it, put it on your tracker, step on the scale next day, and you might be surprised. Like there have been nights where I've had the ice cream or I've had something that is off plan, and I step on the scale the next day and I didn't gain weight, and I gained like 1 pound. So that's what it's about. It's about being mindful and, you know, yeah, you might have gained 1 pound, but you're going to lose it this next week. And then the next week, let's try to stay on plan so that you go past that and you go to 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound, and it's a lifestyle. Okay. So track it, move on, but make healthy choices. You know, like, is it worth it? Like I always ask myself, like, is this worth it? Is my goals like more priority, or is this one thing, you know, okay? And it's like once in a while they're okay, but not, you know, like through the week I try to stay on plan. And two, like having that one meal off plan during the weekend, like think about it. Like, does it end up throwing you off for the next week? I find sometimes, even though I enjoy the balance, sometimes it does throw me off for the next week. So just find a healthier version of that off-plan meal that you enjoy. I know we provide so many awesome. Right now we have bell pepper nachos. Like, you want to have nachos? Okay, go grab a bell pepper, put it under there. Like, you guys can ditch the chips and go make some bell peppers. Like, that is just as delicious as nachos with chips. So find healthier options, which I know the Beachbody website has so many of those, and zucchini pizzas. Like, we will provide some of those carb swaps. So it's getting rid of that carb that's going to be the off plan meal and replacing it with a veggie. There's so much. I know there's a lot of good feta bakes out there right now, or the zucchini spiral noodles instead of having like pasta, and putting some like pesto sauce on it, some shrimp, like so good. Like you will find that you start loving and enjoying veggies more than you ever thought you could. And that's something that's been game changing to me personally in my life and my journey and health. So the zucchini, depending on like what you're making, for the pizzas, is that what you're asking? Or is it for just any of them? Because if I have like spiral zucchini, I buy it from the store. I don't cut it. I don't, yeah. I I find, and I don't even like the frozen ones, unless you guys have a good frozen brand of the spiral. Yeah, I feel like the frozen ones are always like, so what I do is I buy them fresh, already spiral bound or spiral from the store. You can buy them packaged. I know Fred Meyer, if you live near me, it's a Fred Meyer. I forget, like you guys all have different store chains. Safeway has them. And what's cool is I just throw them on the frying pan with a little bit of like avocado oil and just stir fry them up. And they are delish. Yeah, they're so good. And get a little sauce on there and everything. Okay. There's also a zucchini pizza too, or a spaghetti. So it's funny, like I never used to be a big veggie person, but when you start finding all these really yummy recipes with veggies, you're like, okay, I can get into this. So, okay, you guys, if you guys don't have any questions, we don't want to keep this too long. If you guys have any questions that you don't want to ask on here too, or you get off this call, I know I always think of questions after I get off the call, like, oh my gosh, what about this? Please please share in use the group for your progress photos. We want to see them. Again, like this is really about stepping outside of your comfort zone. We're going to ask you to do things that might be scary, maybe even just posting in a Facebook group and sharing a sweaty selfie can be scary for you, but this challenge is really to step outside of your comfort zone and do things that you've never done before, which is going to lead to you doing incredible things this next month, not only in your fitness journey, but things you're going to be really freaking proud of yourself and being able to, I want you guys all to be able to look back in this challenge and say, I gave it my all. Every week I planned, like you guys know, each week you're going to go into a new week. You know, you need to get a meal plan together, which we have friendly reminders in the group. So Don't you worry, we'll remind you, but like get your meal plan together, go grocery shopping every week, take progress photos every week, like take this serious. And I promise, I just saw her water bottle. We all have like gallon water bottles so that you get your 100 ounces of water in. But like, take this serious and go all in. And when you do these things, like you're going to see incredible success. You're going to be I want you to be so freaking proud of yourself that you're like, wow, I did that. I went all in. I stepped outside of my comfort zone. I shared my freaking progress photo that scares the living daylights out of me. I know all of my girls are nervous for that. So there's no judgment in this group. That is what it's for. Like everyone has to start somewhere. You are at a different place than someone else might be in the group. So I don't want I don't want the comparison game to get or come out, because I know that's so easy. Like I compare my journey versus someone else's journey so often. So really like mindset of this is my journey. I'm doing this for me. I'm going all in, and I'm going to be so freaking proud of myself at the end of this when I see success. And I am going to be feeling so incredible, not only physically, but like from the inside out. And you guys are really like, this community is everything. You girls are everything to me. I love these groups so much every single month. And so I am freaking excited. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for joining. Do you have anything else, Jennifer? If I missed anything, I'm excited we will post this again if you guys want to rewatch it but if you guys have any other questions too, feel free to reach out to your coach. We can help with anything. And I look forward to seeing your guys' progress photos. Share everything you're doing this weekend, meal prepping, your meal plan, like whatever it is. Like we're gonna go ahead and open posting here in a little bit. So you guys get ready to make the commitment, and I'm excited for you guys. Okay. All right. Happy Saturday, and we will see you guys all in the group here in the next few hours or over the weekend so we can see all your stuff. Okay. All right, guys. Bye. Happy Saturday.